the more insecure I am, the more active I am.
Well, you're trying to get away with it.
I'm like,
You don't want it to set?
what
Like
this?
scarf,
Yeah, I'm just like,
scarf,
up, down, what is
sawdust
it?
in the eye. No break a fucking. Good double
we
fish
doing?
hook.
What up, guys? I'm out here in LA. It's only right we did a few episodes of Inside Jokes while I'm here. I got two of my favorite comics in the world coming to meet me, Neal Brennan, Whitney Cummings. They're bringing some jokes that don't exactly work. They might piss off a crowd. They might be a little bit too divisive. We're gonna see if we can save them. Thank you, Hollywood Improv, for letting us do it here. Shouts to you. This is Inside Jokes. Neal, give us something.
Hold on. Just texting.
Please put this in.
Double it. Slow it down. Slow-mo it.
Please use
Give
this
people
clip.
a real sense of what it's like to be in my presence.
I do have to pee if Neal's gonna text.
This is, I don't know how to make, Whitney, this is, you'll just enjoy this joke, which is, women will give you oral sex and be like, you should be grateful I did that for you. And then you'll give them oral sex and they'll be like, you should be grateful I let you do that to me.
Wait, say it again.
There's no part of, you're just supposed to be grateful across the board.
Yeah, women aren't grateful.
Men are supposed to be grateful and women are like, I just went down on you, you should be grateful. And then we'll go down on them and they'll be like, you should be grateful that I allowed you to do that for me.
I have a really unfortunate response.
I love it.
Most guys are bad at it.
I agree.
I'm sure you're not.
Yes.
I do, I swear.
I actually don't, I think from what I understand, I am good.
I've heard that actually. So
Jerry Seinfeld told me.
Here's what Chappelle and Jerry and Ellen agree.
All right, I can figure it out.
So
I want to know.
I've heard that. But here's what I'll say.
So Neal can eat bombs?
Most...
It's pattern recognition. That's the whole
Here's what I'll
secret.
say. Here's what I'll say.
Pattern recognition.
Here's
It's
what I'll
a
say.
puzzle.
Most...
Okay, what do you mean? Meaning you're finding a piece that works and then you stick it.
This is what it's like being a woman in Hollywood. The men argue about what it's like to be a woman,
pussy.
and I sit and just say
The
nothing.
thing about pussy. If
They
only
know.
we could have one.
They know.
What's
Do you
that
guys even
noise?
need me here?
Neal, you know you can't have one now.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
The thing is about oral sex with guys is even if you're very good at it, it's always going to be different. So a lot of times when guys do it, they're just doing the thing that worked on the girl before. So you're just bummed out thinking about the thing that worked on the ex.
Well, I mean it for the listeners.
Oh.
Try a few different. The first couple minutes, just go with a sample platter and see what works. Just go with like a bunch of different. Like, is she one of those like? There are different kinds of not vaginas, but like there are different kinds of vaginas, but there are different kinds of vaginas, but there are different women have different setups in terms of stimulation.
Some's
So it's
clitoral,
like
some's
one's like,
yes.
but like
But
sometimes
it's
you'll be like,
also,
wow.
I think a lot of guys don't understand.
Whoa.
The key to
I didn't see this coming at all. The amount of pressure this broad needs. A dainty broad. Shout out to Dove Davidoff for the line read.
Shout out to Time's Up. No, I think it's also like, I think the key to it being enjoyable is being truly relaxed.
Yeah, which is, again, I don't think women are, like, a lot of times what you realize is, like, if it's not good, when you're as good as me, you know that if a woman's not having a good time, that's on her.
By the way, you've seen how fast he can text.
But what I'm saying is, it's like women need to relax to have sex anyway.
That's right. But I think sometimes
with a
oral
stranger,
sex,
it's
there's
hard.
so much pressure for us to enjoy it and not give you criticism.
And your own insecurities.
And I didn't shower this morning. And
did I tell you the story?
I just went running.
Yes. No. And that's the thing that I don't think guys realize about women.
That's what I'm thinking. I shave right. Like.
All right. So
paranoid about smell.
Yeah, or like, how do my thighs look? Am I shaved? Am I did it? Like,
it's
just
light. It's
all the things.
4:30.
What's my butt? What is my butt doing?
Yeah.
How long ago did I fart? For instance,
is it lingering?
But there's also, I think that for the most part, guys are very like take a lot of pride in doing it well.
Right.
And I think there's a lot of pressure for us to receive it the way you want to give it. Like, I've never given a guy notes, ever. I'm just like, you're going to do it.
I'm bad
I
at
wish
notes for
more
women.
women
Never.
would.
You would like notes.
I think a guy would be shattered.
I like notes because I'll do the sample platter. Like
Right. You'll
I
find
can
it.
figure it out. I can probably figure it out. But if I'm close and I did the thing and moved on to the next sample,
Yeah.
then just say like which one you liked.
Yes. It doesn't make you feel insecure if a girl's
No,
like,
because I don't, because of the differences, or if she's feeling. So you'll enjoy. I don't know if I ever told you this story. This is the kind of story I tell you all the time, but I don't know if I've told you. So a girl I slept with like 10 years ago, friend of mine then, friend of mine now. And hi, I'm Neal Brennan. I don't think we've met. Friend of Jerry's, Seinfeld's. Having sex with a woman, and she reminded me that we were having sex, and I go, I'll change her name. I go,
Marcy.
yeah, Marcy, you got to do something.
during.
Yes,
Dick is
because she was just laying there, and I said, you got to do something, and she goes, and you were right, because I just gotten back from like
back
living in
doctor.
Europe, and I felt insecure about my body.
Yeah.
But I was just like,
The more insecure I am, the more active I am.
well, you're
You know
trying to
what
get laid.
I'm like,
You don't want it to set.
what
Like
this?
scars,
Yeah, I'm just like,
scars,
up, down, what
sawdust
is
in the eye. No, break a fucking. Good
what
double
are we
fish
doing?
hook. Whitney has a frying pan. Bang.
Stabbing
She's like
myself
fucking
in
one of the Three Stooges. It's like fucking all Three
I just start
Stooges.
puking.
I rewrote my own
romance,
joke.
all of them.
I rewrote my own joke. I punched up my own joke.
I get the opposite. I always
you're-
get like, can
yeah.
you do less than you're doing?
Oh, you go extra. 'Cause you
Not
wanna
anymore.
please.
Not anymore. I think when I was
Right.
younger and more insecure.
Right.
sure.
I think there's something really funny about just the gratitude angle in general. Like, I found that women have an amazing ability to like become entitled to whatever is there, right? Like Cypher Sounds was on the podcast, and like he came up under Funkmaster Flex, and after he got successful, he gave Funk Flex a brown paper bag of 10 grand that was. He wasn't successful rich yet, but like he had saved that money for years because he was so fucking grateful that
Yeah.
Funk Flex gave him the opportunity, and like he's like, this might be nothing to you, but I've been saving this for years to
How
give
much
to
was
you.
it?
It was 10 grand.
Are you equating getting 10 grand to getting oral sex from a man?
No,
I'd take the 10 grand.
By the way, I
you know what I'm
reject
saying
this
about
as
this?
a premise for just women, but ungrateful people. Keep talking.
Maybe it's just ungrateful
Yeah.
people, right?
But
it's like
the point
some
I'm trying
people,
to make is I think a lot of times guys, again, because you're giving it in a way that we don't necessarily
But for me-
want to receive it, it's not a gift.
I
We
get that.
think it's for you.
I get that.
Because then we also,
Yeah.
you have to understand, women also go, oh, you're going down on me to earn sex with me?
right?
So
Right.
this isn't,
It's a
you're not
ploy.
even doing it because you want to.
That's
and
a
it's
good
also,
point.
it's like the guy that eats the most dangerous sushi.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like,
No,
it's
dude,
like,
this
it's like
is
I'm gonna go down, I'll go down on girls, I'll lick your butt. I think a lot of it is guys proving
hot
how
red
fearless
vapors.
they are.
You do graphics on the show?
Like,
hot red.
I think for us, a lot of times it's like, oh, you're proving how fearless you are and how nothing.
yeah, it's a
you know what I
means
mean?
to an end. So you see
Yeah.
past it. You don't.
Why
see
do
it
you
as-
get points for doing the thing that's then going to earn you the right
A
to
guy
have
one
sex with
time
me?
told me, go down on a girl early, so she's not into it and you can get it out of the way. Like to your point of like, just pretend, and then so they're like, what are you, the most dangerous sushi eater?
I don't.
Get on up
I'm
here.
just saying. To me, it a lot of times
You're
feels,
right about the.
It's on some fear factor
It's not.
shit.
Well, it's also not. They're doing it so
Equitable.
that you'll blow them.
That's right.
Yes.
So to me, it's like you're doing it so that for scorekeeping, I now owe
Yeah.
you something. So I'm not really
It's
grateful
another-
that we're now competing
It's
for.
a dinner we're paying for,
Yeah.
right? Like we're paying for the dinner, so that we have some leverage.
But it's
for
also
something
don't
else.
do something nice so that you get points for being nice.
I gotta say, I've never felt like if I paid for dinner that a woman
owes you.
owes me or is more inclined to sleep with me.
Me
Like,
neither. Me neither. I'm just saying there, historically speaking, the idea was like, hey, why don't we buy you all
But I'm
these-
wondering when that ended, because I never felt like.
What about the
well,
bottles?
a woman.
What about guys who are like buying bottles and all that stuff and like they're, hey, come to the table.
I don't doubt that there's douchebags that are like, I fucking look at this receipt. But I don't. But like the idea that men are doing it for, there is a lot of shit that men do that is just to like, remember this later on.
Right.
When you're handing out pussy later.
But,
I love saying pussy.
So
because
hold on, I
everybody
want to make
hates
sure
it.
you get this joke. So what is it that women?
This was just a joke that I tried once, and it worked once, didn't work.
I'm going
the
to say
next time.
something really controversial. See it in the comments, assuming you have some female fans.
Earmuffs, Alex.
If you have any female fans, hit me. For the most part, in my experience, guys going down on women is kind of more for them.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I see what you mean, but it's a lot of like, okay, you're doing this, so then I owe you. So
I would
when
say
you
it's probably 50-50.
When you say
in terms
women-
of intention.
I think if you've been together long enough and he knows what to do, that was weird. He knows what to do. He knows how to do it. It's
a good point.
It takes years, like months,
understand
if
what you're
not
saying.
years, for a guy to like get it right.
But what I'm
unless
saying
you're
is,
Neal
why
Brennan.
not give him notes?
Because I think that.
Worried about bruising ego, man.
That's the thing.
I
I
feel
think
that way with
guys,
women, I know.
in my experience, when you give a guy a note, they're like, why didn't you tell me that sooner? And you're like, no, I'm just like, give me
Yeah.
like, and then they get insecure. So I think that I have trouble giving men notes sexually. I only do it non-verbally,
Well, do it.
or we'll just
sounds.
move my body in a way that just makes it clear.
You'll cover up the areas that you don't want.
A burqa.
If a guy does,
Let me make this easier for you.
If a guy just does something
Go!
wrong,
Get in there!
it's very simple. If a guy does something wrong, I'll just start crying.
Yeah.
It's a great way to let them.
It's great. It's great.
So I think that a lot of women are going, well, why should we thank you? You're doing it so you can then butter us up, not a pun, just as saying, to then have sex with us.
Right. This is not a gift.
Yeah.
This is a means to an
It's
end.
a kind of
There's no
sometimes
such
a
thing as a free
manipulation.
lunch, as it were. It's like, it's not a,
Yes.
I mean, again,
No,
a
look,
sushi,
there's
does
no-
sushi lunch make it better?
But I do think guys these days are like, they'll want to go down on you and eat ass and all that stuff just to show how brave they
They're trying
are.
to stunt.
So drippy.
No,
Is that right?
there's a leak in here.
So drippy.
I once said Whitney has.
Show the sneakers. Show the sneakers.
Whitney has.
Those are super drippy.
I'm very drippy.
There's a
everybody.
leak.
Whitney
There's
has,
a
Does
leak.
drippy mean older than they dress?
Whitney has the vocabulary and musical taste of a newly divorced mom.
By the way, he did one time we were working on something together, and my playlist was all Sheryl Crow and Pink.
It was just
And
like
he
Sheryl Crow
he
and
was like, "Are you
Pink and,
going
like,
through a divorce?"
Midlife crisis. Menopause,
I've been going through a divorce in my 40s for like
menopause
20
hits
years.
us all.
So I
This is-
think that's why I think that would kill with guys, because I think guys think that they are doing a service and women think they're doing a service.
Yeah.
So there might be
There
a
is-
discrepancy.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me with the gratitude thing. I find there's just something. There's a big chunk about gratitude that I can really see you actually doing specifically.
A friend of mine, I'm not going to say who. No, you don't deserve it. His dad used to say that women think their vaginas are so valuable and our dicks are valueless.
Yes.
I think there's something to that. It's the way like cultural norms and gender roles are set up.
I
It's like,
deserve half in a
you pursue,
divorce.
you pursue me, and
Yes.
then I must, because you're pursuing me, I must be. There must be something to this. Because I always wonder what women would think of their bodies if men weren't like, ugh. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you think that your boobs or butt have intrinsic value. For instance, I've been working on my glutes lately, guys. And my butt is so much better than it's ever been in my
Yeah.
entire life. Doesn't mean it's good. It just means for what I have.
Yeah.
And now I think the fact that I judge women for this as
good.
like a fucking
But
thing that
that's
will make me want to
biological.
talk to them is so crazy.
But that's a fertility
Because all it means is I did squats and they did squats.
But
I
it's
get,
not,
no, I
but
get.
I know it's not the same as taking pictures of your shoes for Instagram. Oh, you
Right.
got the thing. You went to the
Yeah.
gym. It's also like you're fertile. Like there's
Right.
a little bit primordial biology going on.
Yes, agreed.
Gratitude.
gratitude.
Oh, why dicks are valueless.
that men,
bit,
because
man.
men are constantly, it's the used dick salesman, it's a bit I did. It's we're constantly looking for.
You have lower standards of where you put your dicks than we have for what we take.
We receive.
But